Hi, I'm Doug Reynolds. Welcome to my monthly video blog that I do for Sacramento, California. This month's video is for the end of March and the beginning of April. Well, the statistics are remaining about the same. We're just kind of bouncing around how we have been the last 8 or 9 months. Those of you who have been following my video blog and my blog and everything about statistics for Sacramento County. The median price jumped up a little bit. It went from $170,000 to just under $180,000 at $179.9. So bounced up about $10,000. We've been seeing that for months. You know, going up, then they'll drop, and they'll bounce up again. Seen a lot of that. Some more of the same there. The month's worth of inventory is still right around 3, so still very low inventory. Still considered a seller's market in the county here. This month I wanted to talk about a couple of things. First, just wanted to talk about the tax credit that's coming up to the end of the expiration here. So just a reminder, you have to have an accepted offer by April 30th. So by the end of April you have to have an accepted offer, meaning you need to submit that offer probably a week beforehand in order for the seller to look at it and sign and accept it by April 30th, by the end of April there. As long as you have that accepted offer by the end of April, you've got 2 months till the end of June to actually get the deal closed. If you meet those criteria, and there's additional criteria you can find out on my blog, and I've got all the information, the detailed information there. If you're a first-time home buyer, you can qualify for the up to $8,000, and that's if you haven't owned a home within the last 3 years. And if you're a move-up buyer, you can qualify for the up to $6,500. We've talked about that criteria. Go on my blog. You can find the additional criteria for both of those. Let's see what else. I wanted to talk about writing clean offers. It's a term that's used a lot in the industry. A lot of agents say, hey, you know, we've got a lot of interest in this property, we have multiple offers, send me a clean offer. Well, a clean offer is a lot of things. Clean offer usually doesn't have a credit in it. A lot of first-time home buyers, they're having a tough time coming up with the money required for the down payment and for the closing costs. So in the past, what a lot of buyers have been doing is asking for a credit from the seller, usually 3% or a couple $1,000s or something, to help with their closing costs. Well, now that competition between buyers has basically skyrocketed. A lot of buyers are having to choose to leave that credit out. That keeps the offer a lot cleaner. Another thing is that in the past, typically buyers would ask for a pest report. Well, when the lender for that buyer sees that in the offer, they're then going to be requiring a clear Section 1 pest report. Section 1 is if there's an infestation of termites or if there's any dry rot on the property, they're going to want to see the report showing that's been fixed. So a clean offer doesn't address anything having to do with a termite or a pest report. And then during the inspection period, the buyer has the right. They can go ahead and have a company come out and do a pest report. But then they have that information to do whatever they want with it. If they're okay with, if maybe there's only a couple of items in the report and they're okay with it, well, it's not going to cause a problem in the escrow. So keeping it clean, you don't want any credits. You also want to leave the pest report off of the offer. Some of the other things with keeping it clean is you can distinguish who's paying what cost. Well, if you have a good amount of funds available, you might want to maybe split some of the costs between the buyer and the seller. That cleans up the offer. Another thing if you're writing offers on short sales, you really want to, typically a seller will pay for a home warranty for a buyer of a new home. Well, it's very hard to get approved by the short sale lender to pay for a home warranty. So when you're writing an offer on a short sale, in order to keep that offer clean, you need to leave out the home warranty, and then just, you can decide whether you want to purchase it or not during the escrow period. So there's a lot of talk about clean offers, and those are some examples of how you can keep your offer clean. Another example is having a low amount of escrow time period. If you write an offer, you want at least 30 days. A lot of sellers, they don't want to see anything beyond 30-day escrow periods. So you want to make sure you get a lender that can really facilitate that and get an escrow done as quickly as possible. If you're getting into 45, 60-day escrows, that's just not very clean. Another way you can do it is you can actually go ahead and volunteer to shorten your contingency periods for your home inspection, your appraisal, and your loan. The standard is 17 days. Sometimes you might want to maybe take a couple of days off there. You might want to shave, 3 or 4 days off or something if you feel comfortable to be able to get the home inspection and the appraisal done in that time period. That makes it a little bit cleaner. So just want to talk about that because it's a huge issue right now with buyers competing. There's only a little bit of time left to get the tax credit. So those are a couple of ways that you can be writing some clean offers to really appeal to the seller and probably be able to have a better chance over some of the other buyers out there. Other than that, there's not really much talk yet about possibly extending the tax credit. The tax credit's been extended twice already. If you remember, quite a while back it was $7,500 and you had to pay the money back. Then it got changed to $8,000. And then this last time they extended it to including the move-up buyers. But each time it got extended, there was a lot of talk beforehand of it. Hey, it might be getting extended again. They're talking about it, and we're not really sure. This time, I haven't heard anything about it yet. So my feeling is that I think the national real estate market on a whole is pretty much stabilized fairly well enough to where I think the federal government is probably feeling comfortable to stop kind of doling out money there. We've been spending quite a bit of money in government over the last couple of years here, so I think it sounds like this tax credit probably is not going to get extended. It is possible, but I haven't heard any word yet that they're working on that. I think they're focusing on healthcare so much right now that they're just not paying a whole lot of attention to the housing market right at this time. So if there is information that does come up in terms of the credit being extended, I will definitely be blogging about it. I'll be talking about it next month. But as of right now, it looks like this might be the end of the credit. So you've got, as of this date on the video, it's St. Patrick's Day. I got my St. Patrick's Day green on there. You got about a month and a half to get an accepted offer. So depending on what time you watch this video, you need to get an accepted offer by the end of April. So anyways, I hope you enjoyed the video. Check my blog out. Feel free to check back next month. I'll have a new video talking about the topics in Sacramento. And you can also follow me on Facebook. That's a pretty easy way for a lot of fans to follow me on Facebook with just regular blog updates about just what's going on in the market and everything like that. So I hope you have a great day. Thanks for stopping by.